Howdy there, one and all. Welcome back to the channel. Ruckus here with some PC spring cleaning this month. It is October, spring is here in Australia, and I've decided to clear out my save game folder. It's a fairly appropriate time to be doing it as well. October marks the 1 year anniversary of my starting of this channel, which is fairly amazing that it's made it this far. But also having issues with recording still. That's not working, and the ping here in Oz is still not great, and that won't be fixed until the end of the month as well. So in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to wipe the computer clean, start afresh. Hopefully this will solve my recording issues. I'll also have the new 6S Plus, which will be exciting, and give me a chance to work on my stock tanks while we're down as well. So once we're back up and running, we'll see recordings from the IS-8, the Centurion 7/1, couple of VKs, the VK4502B and the VK3002D, the AT8 and the Object 704, plus probably, I would say, some regulars as well. But what have I got for you in the meantime? You might be thinking to yourself, well, fear not, no slowdown in video production there shall be. There are 140 save game files sitting in my second hard drive, and surely amongst those there are a few worth showing off. And so what I've got for you today is a continuation of Supremacy forum battles. These haven't run for a while, but I've still got a few replays to get through. This one is a tier 10 battle. They mostly were tier 10 battles on Desert Sands Mark 1, you could call it, I guess. We've just seen Desert Sands has got a revamp. You might have seen it in my issue 12244 preview video or Huge's dedicated map preview video. It's looking good. I'm not a fan of the lighting, it's very dusty and murky, but I've been able to use a lot more of the space in the map, and the flanking ground where Carvin Marvin and our other T62 has gone is a lot more open. Looks a lot like Oasis Palms looks now, with those big rolling sand dunes that offer a lot of different approaches for medium tanks. Looking for targets to lob HE rounds at in this monster German heavy tank that we've just seen has had 2 decent nerfs, which is bad news for this thing, and unwarranted, I think. I don't know why they've done it. I don't know what stats they're looking at to decide that this machine needs a nerf. It's just had 100 points deducted from its hit points down to 2300, and a rate of fire nerf as well. 17 seconds I think it is now for a standard reload without modifiers. One of our T62s has got himself into trouble. He's now isolated from, I think it's Carvin Marvin there, and it's not looking good for him. T32 perhaps. IS-3 climbing the hill. What are you doing, mate? AP would have done the work there, but had HE loaded, so just fire that off anyway. Carvin Marvin notices he's in trouble. He needs to bail now. Opt to fire HE at the turret of the T32 instead of getting that kill. Our ISU 152 gets that. And this is a rocky mistake now. I should have stayed back. Our team is about to flank back and defend against these mediums, but I push forward, and I'm not going to have limited support. Take a HE round there from the IS-7. Got their attention. Maddox there in the FV215B. Excellent gun on that machine. We just lose Carvin Marvin out in the wide flanking ground, and Josh 8 and Scar H in the IS-7 have gone back to deal with that. Hoping to get in behind the IS-7 here, but Maddox is on the case. They're both after me now. I'm getting supporting fire from the ISU, but it's 3-on-1. IS-3 behind me, probably doing his best. Bounced a few shots, but I take one to the left of the turret there from the IS-7. I don't angle the turret armor there against Maddox. I take one from him, and the T32 gets one as well. Terrible angling, but here we go. This is what you want to do. Hold there. That angle there is the best way now to angle my vehicle against the 2 major threats. I bounce one from the IS-7 on the left hand side of the cheek, and Maddox's shot goes into my frontal angled armor. So I bounce 800 hit points worth of damage there. Unfortunately though, there is a T32 behind me, and he does get a shot. Heat rounds dispatch the IS-7. Hoping to get one more round off here. Angle the armor, but maybe Maddox has swapped to a PCR. That one does go through. Come on! No, T32, well played. He's in behind me. So I go down, but I have managed to park 130 tons of German steel directly in front of Maddox's 215B. and I weigh just shy of 10 tons more than twice as much as him, so he is now stuck there for the rest of the game. There's a fierce battle going on out here in the flanking ground. That T62 is pumping gold rounds into Josh 8. Scar H is having a good game though. He removes the E50 and now swings around to deal with Wasamadine in the T62. Josh is on perilously low health. Bounce, tracked. Oh, unfortunate. Slips by on 42 hit points. And that's enough to get over the crest here and take out Josh. But then he stops for no reason. Apparently having control issues there, unfortunately. Bad luck, mate. Back in town, we lose the IS-3. T32 having a brilliant game. Maddox still stuck there at the back. He's going nowhere. Scar H now. The fate of the game resting on his shoulders. 2 minutes 30 left on the clock. Enough for a victory by killing all if he can remove the T32 and then approach Maddox out of his gun arc. But I suggest he goes to cap. Both targets up there. Maddox with no shot. Unlucky to bounce the back of the T32 there. That would have been the game. But he slips away into cover. Well played by the T32, moving into supporting fire of Maddox's gun. Playing for a draw. Scar now moving to cap. Maddox is going nowhere. Cap is progressing, but we've only got 90 seconds left on the clock. It's going to be tight. One reset will do it. If I was the T32, I'd be moving out that way, out into the open ground. Perhaps there's enough time to move all the way out in the open flanking ground. Maybe get a flanking shot on Scar H from underneath the train tracks there. Or at least go to the left hand side of the town there. Try and poke the turret out over the top of some cover and splash him with a bit of HE. You might get away with it even if Scar returns a shot, because the T32 has one of the best gun mantlets in the game. Certainly the most gun mantlet armor at tier 8. But only about 150 hit points left though, so a HE round could remove him. It's tense. 45 seconds, 35 cap points remaining. There was an explosion before. I don't know where that went or where it was fired to. No damage to Scar. Cap continues. 20 cap points remaining. He's under pressure. Oh, Donkey's first. Giving away his position. He's still in the same spot. He needs a reset here. Takes another one. Looks like a bounce, or at least no splash damage. Absorbs a return shot from Scar, but that's the game. $2K for myself, 2 for Josh, 2 for Carvin Marvin, 2 for the ISU, and Scar there, getting the cap at the end. Bad luck to the T32. He played a very good game, regardless of the pressure situation at the end. Second match is a tier 8 battle on Oasis Palms Mark II. Josh 8 again, this time in the T32. And I am in the Panther II. My trusty tier 8 German medium tank. I still own this thing after all this time. It doesn't get played much. I just have not pressed the go button on the E50 buy. One day soon. Looks like the whole team is moving in this direction, which is a good sight. Yep, everyone trundling along behind. I'm going to move up into the high ground. Try and get the height advantage over any targets we come across. Slip by there, non-spotted, which is good. Someone's backing me up, T44. And our heavy tanks in a conga line, moving straight across there, which is good. No point in everyone coming up here. IS-6 is in deep, no target spotted. Safe to advance. Alright, here we go. VK and a Carnarvon. Carnarvon with a stock turret by the looks of it. Is that the Black Prince turret? I think it is. Tough target when it's hull down, so we are pushing the advantage. Risky out in the open, but get away with it. And now in behind, yes, that is a very stock looking Carnarvon. In behind him, not taking a shot, but I've exposed my flank there. He's got the adrenaline on now, so this is trouble. Try and keep the armor angled. Hopefully the team will rush up. Yep, taking heaps of damage, and I get a bounce there. We remove 2 tanks for very little damage, which is a good sign on the outcome of this game. Looks like the Reds have all moved off to the other direction. There's Drunk Jedi up there in the back, and IS-3. Now we're just regrouping. Most of our team here, waiting for the next move. 1 T-50 sniping from the hill. Target's still moving away. Lucky snapshot. Drunk Jedi's come back.
Another one like that should finish them.
Just gets away there. Blocked by that wall. T-44 removes the IS and side-scrape the hill. No shot there, my friend. Oh, I miss. IS-6 now. Pratap H. He's gunned it all the way around to flank. And has surprised our IS-6. And back this guy up now. Spotted. Very exposed position. Snapshot. Now there's a lucky snapshot. Jeez. And now I'm not looking quite so healthy. 500 hit points left. We just saw some tank destroyers on the dunes up the other side of the map, so now I'm not feeling quite so brave. Isu behind me. This is a terrible position. It looked like he was looking this way as well. Pratap going to focus me now, which is the right move. Take a big hit. Ammo rack damage. Donked shot. I'm not going to be able to circle this guy. Panther II is fairly maneuverable, but not that maneuverable. I am going to cat and mouse my way out of this situation if possible. Still holding on to that multi-purpose repair kit at the moment. If any of their tank destroyers are looking this way, I am a dead man. Get away with it again. IS-6 doing some very good supporting fire. My back now to the tank destroyers behind me. They must be tunnel visioning on Josh 8 and our T-44 there. It's the only way I'm still alive. Come on, T-150, back me up. Bounce a shot. Very fortunate. Go to tracks, but no dice. Oh, here he comes. Yes, he is. 77 damage. Thanks, mate. I was considering another tracking shot there, but it wasn't guaranteed from that angle. There wasn't much of his track showing, so we'll let him go. If I had fired and missed, he probably would have come over the top. He's putting up a very good last stand. Misfire there. Our I-6 gets him in the end. Just getting away with that game. Spartan and the Confederate. Only 1100 damage for that one. Dungy in the T-44 had a great game. As did our IS-6. Well played. Just breaking even on the credits and 2k XP. E100 is back for the third game, as is Josh 8 in the E5, facing off against couple of the Storm boys, Path and Gridlock, as well as Carbon Marvin back in his T62A. Fairly even teams. We do have one less tier 10, but it's all 10s and 9s in this game on Foul Creek. Friendly banter going on. And some gridlock and congestion as we rush off towards Cap. Foul Creek is a map I think would do well with a good overhaul. It's fairly linear these days. Rush the Cap and try and win this area. When I first started playing it, I think there were more bridge rushes. Rush across the bridge at the start. Try and catch enemies unaware, but you just don't see much of that these days. That kind of tactic leaves you fairly vulnerable to getting out-capped at the very start, so most teams play it safe, rush the cap, and just try and win this area. I don't hate the map, but I don't love it either. Path in the 268. Take a snapshot with the HE, which is the benefit of having HE loaded first in this thing. You do not have to wait around and aim for weak spots. Just snap a shot off and expect to do a couple hundred damage as we did there. Good armor on the front of the Object 268. I played that thing on PC and I loved it until the big tank destroyer nerf. Big battle going on to my right. Path is back. No, the tank you are trying to drive through that gap is too fat. Two versus an IS-7 up the bridge, holding up that guy. Path, desperate now to come in and get some flanking fire on Josh. HE didn't do much damage there, but was the right round to fire at that instance. I probably could have waited and looked for a better shot, but he was angling back towards me and it would have risked taking a big hit, so HE rounds will do it. Plus there's the fact that I'm just too lazy to swap ammo sometimes. Josh gets Storm Path and we move forward. Got a couple of mediums here that are going to get encircled if they're not careful. Object 704 with the BL-10. That is a big gun, and just try and snap a shot off there. But it goes wide into his cheek armor. But I keep the turret angled and I bounce his return shot. Gridlock is bailing out. Will he be fast enough? That was a lucky shot. That should not have gone in. Now E50 looks like he's got Gridlock all locked up. Looking for this object. Is he going to take a shot? Does he have the gun elevation? Maybe not. Big hit. Josh goes full retard. Gonna try and block Carbon Marvin here. AP rounds are definitely good enough to go through the front of a T62. Taking some big hits, but he's looking for Josh. Can I ninja a kill? Yes, yes. Affirmatives all around from the team. I love this moment in a match where everyone looks around after a big battle. You're like, oh, there's still one tank left. Tally-ho! E100 now, Y10 on 984 hit points, is the only tank remaining against 5 of us. Swap back to HE. From this range, I don't expect to get any massively accurate shots, but AP would have done it, I think. That went directly into his lower plate. I'll take that damage, no problem. Boom. 704 gets the last kill. Bad luck to all the Reds. Third class badge and another Confederate for that game. 3.5k damage, 2 for Josh. Good spread of damage across the entire team actually. 8 shots fired. 44,000 credits and 1600 XP. So I've never been one to claim there's a Russian bias in this game, but I am calling bullshit on the latest bunch of rebalancing figures. Hey, just had a look on wotblitz.asia, checked out the tank stats to see if there was any kind of trend that would determine why we just had this rebalancing, and make of these numbers what you will. The E100 performs consistently amongst the worst on all servers except for the Russian server. The Object 140 performs poorly on the Russian server, but excellent on all other servers. Is this game's balance dependent totally on what happens on the Russian server? I have no idea, but I'm putting it out there. One tank that does very well on all servers is the T110E5, the tier 10 American heavy tank that both myself and Josh 8 are captaining in this game on mines as we move to the hill. Ferdinand, Meat P up the back there, very lucky to escape that shot. Does take one though, and he's backing out. Plenty of targets now, heavies bunched around the rocks. Danger Rooks, I remember, was giving me hell this entire night. He was kicking my ass in that E4, but I am about to get revenge on him in this game. Target behind me. Ice 8 has flanked around. Gotta be careful of that. Yag Tiger potentially in the open. Yes, he is. There's a shot. Our IS-8 far too bold there. He does not have the gun depression to make use of that position. And Kogu DK in the I-7 removes him, but he's taking shots from the hill. We've got one medium up there. Who's that? T-54 perhaps? Putting some good shots in. Danger Rooks is tunnel visioning, and he takes a lot of damage there trying to trade shots with that T-54. Meat P up the back. Ignore him. Two tanks behind us now. There's also a medium. Must be the T-44. Fairly hull down against Meat P there, but he does manage to penetrate my hull. He's not going to get to cover though. Yag Tiger, very vulnerable out in the open here. Can I side scrape into a firing position? Yes. Yes I can. His shot goes into the IS-8. Bad luck, Meat P. Another shot into the Jag Tiger, removing him. Looks like our guys are putting up a good defense against the flankers. Danger Rooks is coming back for another go. Side of an IS-7. Oh, Object 268. Fantastic position for the T110E5. No big snipers up the back, so I know I'm safe here to use the rocks to just to poke out, time my shots to avoid the worst of the guns. Bounce a shot there from Danger Rooks. The turret has decent armor on this thing. T-54 ninjas that kill from under me, but that's okay. Two tanks remain behind us still. And bounce a shot there off the front of the Object. Time to face these flankers, I think. Still a good position. I can still stay hull down against whatever's coming around this corner. Here we go. T-44. He's now a one-shot kill. Tracks me, but I've got a repair kit. Heavies are blindly moving out into the open. IS-8 tracked in the open. There's a kill. IS-7 now in all sorts. Through the track, into the hole. Ferdinand coming around behind him, but Josh gets that kill. And now I make an error here in the final moments as I charge around to get the last kill. Sitting out in the open, and my shot bounces off the front of that Object. Very well sloped armor on the front of that thing. And that is the final game all wrapped up, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to endeavour to get some games out rather fast in the next couple of weeks, but you know what my promises are like. They often fall through. So thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace.